Hey fellow collectors, it seems Hasbro's theme for Fan Expo Canada was "Recycling is cool." We've got a bunch of new figures that look suspiciously like some old friends. But don't worry, these aren't just lazy re-releases. We're talking about a strong guy so good he's making us all cry, a questionable exclusive, a new dupe with a Deadpool accessory, and a requested Kitbash. Let's get into it. As a huge X-Men fan, my highlight from Fan Expo Canada 2025 has to be the brand new Deluxe Marvel Legends Strong Guy. It's a clear and much needed upgrade from the 2020 Build-A-Figure Strong Guy, which has only two closed-fist hands and he cannot hold anything. The old BAF is still selling on an average for about $60 on the aftermarket, and honestly, it's a good figure. But this new deluxe version is on a whole nother level. This is what happens when Hasbro does more than just Google a character for research. Based on the deluxe packaging, they took a look at the classic Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces trading cards from the 90s. It is still the same costume as the VAP. It's what Guido wore from X Factor number 71 all the way to the end of the Executioner storyline in 1993. This deluxe Strong Guy figure is a full circle moment for me. The Deadpool Wave Strong Guy Build-A-Figure is the very first wave I ever sold in my Australian online shop, Juggernaut Collectibles. That was back in October 2020, and someone even tried to ask me for a price match with Amazon, which I politely refused. Well, going back to the new Strong Guy Deluxe figure, this time Hasbro got the details right. Although the figure is a repaint, the new accessories make him look different. If you look closely, you'll see the zipper is painted silver. The silver paint itself in the costume is different. The X logo is painted differently, and the yellow of this deluxe is brighter compared to the orange yellow of the old Strong Guy Build-A-Figure. The two essential new head sculpts are a big thing. The old Strong Guy Build-A-Figure was always smiling, which is part of his signature jokester personality and a perfect match for this toy photography that I did. But this new version gives us a much needed range of emotion, from the very intense, angry, screaming head sculpt to a displeased, frowning expression. He also comes with two weapon holding hands missing from the first old Strong Guy Build-A-Figure. This time, these two weapon holding hands will be used to carry the big barbell. Based on the images from the coverage of Fan Expo by MarvelNews.com, the bar of the barbell seems to be bendy. It's not fully bent like the Joe Jusko card as displayed here. It is also time that we should consider adding the Fantastic Four She-Hulk because of the Kitbash possibilities with Strong Guy. I mean, who doesn't want to see She-Hulk and Strong Guy giving a thumbs up after a workout? It is also worth mentioning that he still has a single jointed elbow, which I don't mind because of how large his biceps are. As Hasbro's Dwight and Dan have confirmed, they don't give double jointed elbows to characters with massive arms like the new Maximum Series Hulk or the recent Gamerverse Wolverine, because the look is more prioritized and the improvement in articulation of adding those double jointed elbows is just minimal. The new Strong Guy looks so good that even collectors without any interest with the character, they are tempted to get this one. How about you? Are you getting one for yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Now, let's talk about Hasbro's repaint and reuse blueprint. Sometimes it's great and sometimes it can make collectors angry. The new Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Retro Cardback Mysterio is a good example of the not so bad kind of exclusive. Majority of the body is from the Vulcan body mold, making it a new retool. It also gives collector another chance to get a character that is getting increasingly expensive on the secondary market. There have been two recent Mysterio figures that I know of, the 2018 one from the Lizard Build-A-Figure wave, which per actionfigure411.com is selling for an average of 45 USD. And my preferred 2020 retro version, which is now averaging a surprising 66 USD on eBay. The main reason to get this figure is without a doubt the two new head sculpts. The first is a unmasked head of Mysterio's comic book alter ego, Quentin Beck. The second is a red translucent one that looks like a sinister Ghost Rider with smoke in an octopus-like shape coming in and out of the skull's eyes and mouth. A truly beautiful illusion. Just like any Marvel Legends character with a cape, my biggest gripe with Hasbro is the heavy, hard plastic cape. I really wish Hasbro would just quit using this and go for a bendy wired cape. It makes it difficult for the figure to stand as it's heavy, and it allows for less dynamic posing. You can't even pose Mysterio sitting down properly with a stiff plastic cape. Now, compare that a truly angry moment in collecting the Marvel Unlimited exclusive Nova in his new Warriors costume. That figure was tied to a pricey annual subscription to a service many people don't use. Collectors were furious not just because of the price, but because the figure represents Nova's iconic red costume from the cover of New Warriors #1. It's an essential signature look for the character that was locked behind a paywall. This new Deluxe Marvel Legends Strong Guy and the Walmart exclusive Mysterio, with its subtle but key costume updates, is a perfect example of a retool done right. If you have the old one, you can skip this. But if you decide to get these new ones, it's a decent upgrade. Speaking of upgrades is the new Maximum Series Deadpool, an upgrade worth taking for $50. This figure comes with 24 accessories, which is a huge upgrade from the 2018 Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Deadpool that only came with 2 katanas at a time when Hasbro was feeling very stingy. And that's the only Deadpool I have in my collection. So I hope you can forgive me if I am one of those collectors who is definitely gonna get this, because this for me is a clear upgrade. This new one has an upper torso swivel with sculpted costume details and new parts compared to the Hydra Bob 2-pack. I even ended up grabbing a loose Hydra Bob so he can be ready and waiting for this Maximum Series Deadpool. I also have to acknowledge some of the great comments from you all on my YouTube shorts. The price is debatable, but a lot of you pointed out some key issues. For a Maximum Series, the lack of open palm hands is a huge omission. I mean, in the movies, Deadpool uses those open palm hands. How come there's none here in the Maximum Series? And as another person pointed out, the promo shots already showed the weapons bent and out of shape. For me, the real debate is about the value proposition. The old Deadpool from 10 years ago, imagine that, a decade ago, it was priced at $20, but it still came packed with a ton of weapons and even a taco. If Hasbro is aiming to rival import lines like SH Figuarts and Mafex with its Maximum Series, it needs to do better. By the way, for us here in Australia, Hasbro is an import line, so it's a bit expensive, just like your SH Figuarts and Mafex in America. A figure at this price point should be the best and most complete version possible, and a key missing feature for Deadpool is a swappable expressive eyes. The real star for me here is Dupe. He's fully articulated, and he even has an articulated neck, even if he doesn't have an actual head. Or is that a body? I'm not sure. Last but not the least, let's talk about the Invincible Iron Man 2-pack, an Amazon exclusive that was revealed earlier this week. And honestly, I don't know anything about Iron Man's comic book origins. I just know the movies. At first, I made a mistake by thinking the Iron Man figure was just a straight repaint of the old Extremis Iron Man from 2 years ago, from the Fop Adder Build-A-Figure. Thankfully, you were all quick to correct me in the comments on my YouTube shorts and Instagram. It is in fact a new and improved version with an ab crunch and butterfly joints. It also comes with a very good unmasked Tony Stark head. And the real talking point here is the Mandarin in a suit. I am an X-Men fan, so forgive my lack of Iron Man knowledge, but some of you were very nice to tell me the history of this Mandarin. The reason why the Mandarin is young is from the panels of Invincible Iron Man number 9 from 1998. The Tony Stark cosplay suit Mandarin is from the cover of Invincible Iron Man number 511. The other head with white hair is Mandarin becoming old again. The unringed hands are essential to that specific storyline. So those were the Marvel Legends review for the week of August 18 to August 24, 2025. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Now, moving on for some Kitbash that you've asked in the comments of part 2 of my Marvel Legends Marvel Snap Savage Land 3-pack. You wanted to know if the Uncanny X-Men team uniform Psylocke would fit on the new Savage Land bodies, and I got your answer. In my Marvel Legends Gamerverse Psylocke review, I said this Psylocke skin color is the correct look because it is the same as how she was shown in the 90s. As you can see, the skin tone difference is instantly noticeable when I try her head on the Savage Land Rogue body. The Rogue body has somewhat a more tan color. Now let's try out the Psylocke head on the Savage Land Shanna body. The skin tones does not work really well compared to when I used the pale Gamerverse Psylocke. In the comments below, let me know which one is better. Is it the Psylocke head on the Savage Land Rogue body or the Savage Land Shanna body? And now for the part that's just for fun. It's not comic book accurate. How about giving the Ana de Armas Rogue head a Uncanny X-Men 275 look? It's totally okay because the neck hides the skin tone of that body. Next up is the Shanna head on the Uncanny X-Men team uniform body. So that's it for this week. Upcoming in my channel, and I hope you subscribe and ring the notification bell, is a review of two manly men, the Gamerverse Omega Red and War Machine. It's gonna be challenging again because it's not two ladies, it's two men. Anyways, thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.